Hi there, welcome Cammie. So today I am getting my bike packed up and ready to roll for tomorrow's bikepacking adventure. Tomorrow me and my friend are going to start following the Michigan off-road expedition route in the Lower Peninsula. The game plan was to do the entire state, but life happens, and so now we're only doing a small section of it. The whole route is about 570 miles, and if you're interested in bikepacking, especially off-road bikepacking, gravel, single track, two tracks, through the woods, the beautiful woods of Michigan, check out the Michigan Off-Road Expedition. Matt Acker put together a fabulous route through our state, the Lower Peninsula and the Upper Peninsula. He did a fantastic job. All the mile markers are there. The description of each section is there. He has camping options listed. He has resupply options listed in the for the routes. It's all, the files are downloadable to your GPS to follow along. He did a great job, and it just takes a lot of the legwork out. And me and my friend did, I think, section 3 last year. So today, this year, starting tomorrow, we were going to start at section 1, but now because of life happens and we had to change our plans, now we're starting and we're doing sections 2 and 3. So we've already done section 3. So yeah, that's a repeat, but that's okay. We're gonna be doing section 2 and section 3. And I was going to continue on and do sections 4 and 5, but life happens and that had to be changed, and that'll wait for another day. So I took a picture of all the stuff I'm gonna pack in my bags, and I can leave the description, the details and the description. This is like the 4th time I've tried to do this intro. So God only knows what I've said and what I haven't said. So yeah, I'm here to show you how I'm gonna pack my bike, and wish me luck, because it's not always as easy as it should be, to me anyway. So let's go pack. Okay, well that went way better than I thought. I think it's because I already practiced with it once. So I got my front bag all packed up with my tent, my sleeping pad, my pillow, my tent, sleeping pad, and my pillow. So that's all I'm gonna carry in here, and it's full. So next, what I did is now I've got all the rest of my bags packed. I've kept my tent stakes in my frame bag, my extra gas canisters in my frame bag, my big bag of electronics, and all my charging cords will be in my frame bag because it's heavy. I've got my CO2 cartridges over here, and over here I'll probably keep a snack or something else utility on this side. And then in my back pad, my back bag, I can probably show you real quick. In my back bag, I have my food supply packed in here for all the days. In this pannier, I decided to put all my camp clothes in here, my coat, my puffy, my pajama, sleepwear. And then on this pannier, I put my rain gear in, my rain pants, my rain jacket, and I'll put an extra pair of bike shorts probably over there as well, because I have lots of space left over there. And then my camp kitchen is in its own bag that attaches at the down tube down here. This is a really slick kitchen bag. It's from Revlite Design, and it fits my Jetboils in here. I have all my coffee packets in here, my spoon, and my extra lighters. And I take this kayak camping with me a lot because it's waterproof, and my whole kitchen just fits right in there. So yeah, I think I have everything packed in here nice and snug. My panniers are smushed so they're not sticking out, which I don't want when I'm riding on single track. I made that mistake before, and they just hit all the trees. So think about that. I'll pass that on to you. I loaded up these big nice panniers, and they just stuck out a little too far, and they did make contact with trees a lot. I'm not gonna get rid of them because they are super nice panniers, and I'll use them for open road bike packing if I do that. I have my bear spray up here. I have my water filter here, so I have that easy access to that. I have my front pocket here. I can put my charger up here. Actually, if I need to charge my Wahoo or charge my phone while I'm biking, I can put it here. Yeah, I think I've got everything dialed in pretty good. And like I said, it's a lot of hands-on once I get out on the ride, how the bike feels. But I think I kept this light is the rule of thumb. That's light. I've tried to put heavy, my gas canister, my heavier stuff, my tent poles in here. Keep that heavier down low. My camp kitchen is down low. My panniers have all my lightweight camping clothes, which are all down in wool, and my little bit of food that I do have to take. So I think I'm good. So I'm so excited to do this adventure, and I can't wait to share it with you. So next time you see me, I'll be hitting the trail. I hope that's just the parade.
That's what we're going to pretend it is.
Yeah. Well, here I am at the start of the bike packing trip. Today, our start is picking up the M.O.R.E route on a point on Deep Lake Road, and we're heading out on Bassett Road. And this is right where the trail would come out of Yankee Springs. So this is our launching point, and we're all loaded up and we're ready to roll. So let's go have some fun. Just leaving Middlebury, and this is the Thorn Apple Trail that the route takes us onto.
I'm going to try and then I'm going to fall off and scream. Let's see what happens. Here we go. And if that wasn't bad enough,
Now we have that. And that is a definitely walker. And it's gonna take me a long time to walk up that. Oh, here we go. Grand River. Oh, you're so cute. Oh. Oh, look at him. Bye. Look at your little buns. Wait for me, friends. Wait for me, friends.
Hey, guy.
Oh.
He said the donkey was supposed to be friendly, but he's like, well, my friends are running away. I'm going to go with them.
Oh.
A little skittish.
Okay, so here's my recap. My highlights. This is take two because I didn't do it right the first time. My friend's over there laughing her ass off because she heard me swearing because I couldn't get my dang phone to work right. Anyway, so today's ride, we started at Deep Lake Road Point, just outside of Yankee Springs, where the route was, whatever. So we started there and we followed the route all the way to Lowell, Michigan today. And this is where we're staying at, this lovely hip camp my friend found. It's right on the Grand River, which is really a bonus. It's lovely. And you saw the sheep that the video of the sheep, they're like right here in our camp. They're behind the fence now, but they were like right by our tents when we got back from dinner. So we got here, pitched tent, and to walk into town was only like a 0.5 mile walk. And Lowell, Michigan's a really quaint little town. And so there was the brewery there, there's a bakery there, there's a good place to get breakfast in the morning that we're gonna hit up tomorrow morning. And yeah, we just walked around town and saw the sights after dinner and came back to camp and just been hanging out and getting ready for bed here pretty soon. But so today's highlight was, you know, the route was a great mix of pavement, not a lot, but some pavement, beautiful gravel, rolling hilly gravel roads, some seasonal roads, a 2-track, more nice gravel, and that gas line was my biggest challenge today, because those hills were like, but I climbed up, I think at least 2 of them. I made it all the way to the top. One, oh my gosh, I didn't even think I could walk my bike up it. I had to lean my whole body into it and push it up that hill. And then the one hill, I got almost to the top and I just lost my momentum and my power, and I just like biffed it right in the side of the weeds. And I took a picture of my body imprint and I got a nice little bruise on the inside of my knee. So that was the biggest challenge of the day, was riding on that gas line. Thank goodness, like where we live, up in Wexford and right around there in Kalkaska area, our power lines and gas lines are like sand. And if those would have been total sand, there is no way we'd have been able to bike them. But it was hard packed dirt and grass, so it made it a little more doable to bike up them. Yeah, but this hip camp spot is really awesome. We're just settling in for the night, and I thought I'd do a wrap up from day number 1. 36 miles today, a little overcast, misty this morning, windy, and then it got dried out, but the wind was just chilly. It was like one of those days where, like, I think I might be cold, but I'm not. But I think I might be. So it's just, you know, that temperature where it's like right on the cusp of being cold, but not quite, which kind of makes for lovely biking too, because we weren't being beaten down by the sun and stuff. And the winds were okay. It was windy, but it wasn't like horrible wind. So yeah, it was a great, lovely day, and the miles went by very fast. So tomorrow we'll get up, tear down camp, and hit the local restaurant for some breakfast, and start pedaling out of town. And tomorrow's route has us pedaling from here, Lowell, Michigan, to Cedar Springs, Michigan. And what's tomorrow's distance?
At least 40.
At least 40 miles tomorrow. So yeah, thought I'd say good night. I'm going to bed. Good morning. I'm sitting in here in my tent enjoying my coffee, listening to the gentle rain on my tent. We think it's about 6:30, 6:40 now, I believe. And the rain is supposed to move out within the next half hour, so no big deal. We'll just stay snuggled in our tents and enjoy our coffee. I was able to get out and pee before the rain came, so my poor friend, she did not. She's like, I'm holding it until it stops. I'm too old for that. I can't do that anymore. But it was a great night sleeping. A couple of noises from the farm next door, but no big deal. and the temperature stayed pretty mild, so the temperature was pretty good for the night sleeping. And so I'm gonna enjoy my coffee, and as soon as the rain lightens up a little bit, we're gonna break down camp and head to breakfast. In someone's yard. Very beautiful. And it feeds into this river, which is the Flat River. First blooper of the trip. We got to this Cannonsburg ski single track, and it's one-way directional certain days of the week. And it just happened that our route didn't follow that day of the week direction. So when I got to the signpost, because I told Sharon to go on ahead, we had to go against traffic to stay on our route. So I went with the flow of traffic, thinking that it would be the route, because you can't hardly tell because it's so tight. Anyway, so I got going, and no, it wasn't. And then I stopped and I looked at the map, and if I would have kept going, I would have had to do all the single track way away from my route. So I decided to quickly turn around and either walk or very slowly ride my bike, because I knew I was going against traffic, back to the last known signpost. And I got there, and a nice gentleman was there that is from here. And I said, yep, I got separated from my friend. My route goes this way. I don't know what to do. And he says, you know what, just follow me and I'll lead you out. So that was very kind. I had one person yell at me, which I get it, because if it's a one-way, it's a one-way. So he goes, do you know it's a directional day today? And I'm like, yes, I do. I'm sorry. And he just went on. I'm sure he's thinking, bad thoughts, but whatever. So I'm back at the ski area, en route, and I texted my friend and told her what milepost I'm at. So she's making her way back here. So I'm just going to sit, charge up my phone, and have a break. We've been at it for 4 hours, and these legs need a rest for a minute. So this is a good time to do it. My long lost friend. What a nice trailhead. Nice tools, bike stand, and this looks like some really nice bathroom, outhouse, picnic tables. So we'll see what's around the other side of the building, just to give you an idea. Drinking fountain, water refill. Nice. Nice park. So again, this is as soon as we popped off out of Luton single track. Now we are on the Fred Meyer White Pine Trail system until we get to camp. Just leaving the beautiful town of Rockford. Okay, wrapping up day 2 of our bike packing trip. So today we biked from Lowell to Cedar Springs, and it was about 47 miles. And you saw in the video there was pavement, gravel roads. There was a couple of pieces of single track. We did Cannonsburg trail system, and then the Cannonsburg ski area. We ended there, and then later we joined in and got to Luton trails, and we were on that for just a couple of miles. So we got some single track riding in today. A lot of pavement on this section between Lowell and Cedar Springs, and that one section going into Rockford was not pleasant. As you saw in the video, a lot of traffic and busyness, but it didn't last too long. So anyway, so we wrapped up. We're at another hip camp here in Cedar Springs, and it's a very young couple that owns 10 acres, and they've got some grass areas mowed out for people to pull in their RVs and camp. I'm telling you, the last 2 camps have been through this app called Hip Camp, and I would really suggest that for doing any kind of camping, really. It's just folks, I guess, that just use their private property and set up camping areas on their property. So this is where we're staying tonight. It was about a 3-mile bike ride from Cedar Springs after we had dinner at the brewery there, which was quite lovely. And so we have to go back, of course, 3 miles to catch back up to the route. So we're all settled in. The other bonus was that the hostess and host allowed us to come in and use their shower. So I usually can go about a week, not a week, but maybe 3 days without a shower before I start feeling like, oh, but. So we got 2 days of riding in, and we were able to rinse off in a shower tonight. So that was lovely. So yeah, 47 miles tonight, and tomorrow we will bike from Cedar Springs, and tomorrow night we're doing dispersed camping somewhere out on the trail. So we'll be out there, and I don't know where we're going to end up for sure, but so that's the goal for tomorrow. So anyway, thanks for tagging along so far, and we'll catch you tomorrow morning when I get up bright and early, I'm sure, and have my coffee. So good night. Good morning. Day 3. Slept good nice little hip camp area right here just outside of Cedar Springs. So today's objective, I think we're going to be finishing section 2 of the M.O.R.E route, Lower Peninsula M.O.R.E route. So we're starting here from Cedar Springs, and today we're just biking as long as we can and disperse camping, because most of this section, once we get out of town, we'll jump on the North Country Trail. And so we plan on just disperse camping along the trail wherever we find a good spot, and we've had enough miles for the day. And I think this, like I said, will finish section 2 of the Lower Peninsula. But so far it's been really great. This resupply spots, have just been spaced out, and the cute, quaint little towns that we go through, the rural backroads America that you never see. I just love how Matt's incorporated all that. So we saw lots of farmland. Of course, we're from up, in northern lower Michigan anyway, so that's kind of like not real new to us. But anyway, you go through all this great farmland, and there's rolling hills, the beautiful woods. So if you're into bike packing and you want to, do it off-road more than open road, I'd really encourage you to check out Matt Acker's Michigan Off-Road Expedition. I know he has a website out there for it. All the details that you would ever need are on it. And it's just a great bike packing experience. It's wild, but it's not, because of all the resupply. Now, there will be a section we're coming up to on day 4, I believe, where there's no resupply. So we're pretty much self-contained that whole section. And but anyway, it's all listed in the maps. It's all listed in the details. So it makes it so easy to plan your bike packing adventure. So I'm going to finish my coffee, finish packing up my rig, and I think we're going to be heading out here in a momentarily. We usually like to get on the bikes by about 9:30. So thanks for watching. I'll continue to videotape this section. I'll do my closing tonight when we get to camp. So this morning, we rode out on the White Pine Trail for about 6 miles before we got onto our first gravel road on the route, and it was quite a nice warm up to the day. And we got to hit a Wesco station right before we got on the gravel. So now we have 18 miles to our next resupply location at Croton. So now, gravel road time. First cow sighting of the day. Well, we did it, Sharon. We just completed the section 2 of the Lower Peninsula M.O.R.E route.
Yay!
Good job. We're not done for the day, but this is the end point of Lower Peninsula section 2 here at Twinwood Creek Campground. And there are campsites here, Porta Johns, and as you can see, this lake behind me, and the North Country Trail is right here too. So good job, Sharon.
Yeah, good work.
Now on to section 3. Oh,
Way to trash that one.
leave no trace.
Huh.
Huh. There's another campsite. One. Phew, today is the end of day 3. And as you saw, we completed the Lower Peninsula section 2 and moved on to section 3. We're at a dispersed campsite on the NCT, who knows where. I have no idea where. It's about 10 and a half, 15 miles past White Cloud. When you jump on the NCT, we just kept going until we found a nice spot. There's a gate right here. We thought, hey, this is a great spot. There's some grass, it's open, and there's a gate right here to lean our bikes up on. And so we chose to pitch tent, and this is where we are. So at the close of this, if you want to see more of the M.O.R.E route, I did a video from me and Sharon's bikepacking from last year. We did all of section 3 last year, starting at Bowman Bridge. So from Twinwood Campground that I showed you before to Bowman Bridge, we did not do, and that is part of 3, but it's all on the NCT. So what I'm going to do is when we get to the next camp, I might just briefly show you the campgrounds that are on the route, so you have a good idea of what the campground situation is like, because really the NCT, it's pretty much, it's not all the same, but you know, I'm not gonna probably videotape any of it. But if you do want to see most of section 3, go back and look for my my contents from last year, biking the M.O.R.E route, Lower Peninsula section 3. I showed a lot of highlights and where we camped and all that stuff. What's nice about this M.O.R.E route, you can look at the mile markers and see the camp spots, see the resupplies, and you can choose your own distance that you want to cover for that day. And you have this good guide to go by. So me and Sharon, we decided we wanted the first day to be kind of low mileage because we were getting dropped off at the start and we knew we weren't going to start until afternoon. And now yesterday we did 47 miles yesterday, I believe. And then today Sharon had 53 because she wanted to do more single track. No, she just wanted to do more single track at Cannonsburg. So today we did 55.5 miles, and that's pretty much this woman's limit on a fully loaded bike on gravel, seasonal roads, and the North Country Trail. It's a lot slower going, and it's a lot more, it's harder work than just biking on a loaded bike on an open paved road. But, you know, you're in the woods, you get to see the back rural, you know, places of Michigan. So it's really lovely to do off-road like this if you like being immersed in the woods and that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm going to close this video, and the next thing you'll see is I'll take quick snapshots or videos of the campgrounds we're going to stay at. We have 2 more days left. We're going to end section 3 up at Seton Creek up by Music, Michigan. And like I said before, check out my other video about that. And leave me a comment if you're like interested in doing this route, if you've done this route and you're watching this, maybe what your highlights were from it. You know, it's fun to hear from other people, you know, their bike packing experience, especially here in my home state of Michigan. So, I mean, if you want to see the state of Michigan off-road, mostly off-road, check out this route. It's just fabulous. And it takes you all the way up to the Mackinac Bridge. And I'll do those sections another time. But yeah, anyway, that's all I have for you.